Now you know the source of Asura's wrath. You can tell he was kinda an angry person before, but now he has a very valid reason for all that wrath.
Awake at last, are we?
Where am I?
Well, this is Naraka. But I won't bother explaining because I doubt you would understand. So for now, let's just say you are having a bad dream.
Who are you?
Good question. Not the right one. The right question would be, who are you? Start climbing then, However, I would be careful. I trust I need not tell you what would happen should you fall.
Well, it's a good thing I conveniently caught on to this.
That's it. Up you go. Yes, there is a reason why you must continue to climb, isn't there? You may have forgotten why, but the flame inside you still burns. That's it. Keep going, Asura!
Asura! These are our enemies. The impure Goma. Let's see what you make of them.
This episode mainly acts as the combat tutorial, and it's quite nice of these Goma to allow themselves to be guinea pigs for our combat training. So this will go through all of the already basic gameplay mechanics. B is our light attack, which we can combo together. And you will get very used to him saying that. And heavy attacks have to recharge. Every heavy attack causes Asura to overheat for a period of time.
Would you look at that? But a punk like you won't be able to use that attack repeatedly. I can use that attack wisely.
I won't be able to use it repeatedly until I get that obliterator gauge. Oh wait. Yeah, that basically nullifies overheating. And when we are in our unlimited rage mode, we take less damage that way. And then we hold B for a dash attack. And a dive attack. But you kind of have to be directly over them when you use it, otherwise you'll probably miss. Knock an enemy down with a dash attack. If I can. There we go. Then like before, press Y to execute a special attack. Like so. We have an angry looking Asura dishing out the damage.
Don't think you'll come off unscathed. Pain reminds you you're fighting for your life.
Asura can recover directly after being hit by pressing A. Once again, thank you guys for participating in this tutorial. I know you're evil monsters and everything, but we appreciate the kindness. Especially since you know you're kind of gonna die at the end. This guy misses me a lot. Every time I've done this, he always misses at least a few times.
I never said stop.
Press right bumper to evade.
That's it.
I don't even think I have to actually evade his attacks. I just roll around a bit, and he's like, "Baha!"
I think you got it.
I think I have.
But even a monkey can do that. Let's see if you can read your opponent's moves and counterattack.
Press the correct on-screen prompt right before an enemy attack to execute a counterattack.
That's it.
Get up, monkey. I need your help for a little bit longer.
Not bad.
I'm gonna get paid for this, right? I was promised bananas.
Don't get distracted by multiple enemies. Concentrate on one at a time.
You even got multiple enemies to participate in this, August. You must have a way with words.
Target. That's it. That's the spirit.
I hardly ever used a lock-on in this game.
Not bad.
Kinda just forget about it most of the time.
Be up close. Knock them out of the sky.
Hold X for rapid fire. Then we can aim this around.
That's it. That's the spirit.
Simple enough. Though I don't really use that much either.
Not bad.
I think you said that enough, August.
Time for your next lesson. Now, let's see you shoot this down.
You can use rapid fire to shoot down incoming enemy fire, unless it's a laser or a flame projectile. Just like real life. You know, I did take out angry rabid gorillas just now and giant flying stingrays. I think rocks aren't going to be that much of a problem. Even if you combo them like that. Just take you out, August. Because you're one of the conspirators as well. But there are a few flashback scenes like this throughout the game.
Ha ha ha! There we go! Now it's my turn. Prepare yourself! Let's see how you do against your own master.
Alright, bring it. Inflicting and receiving damage increases the unlimited gauge. Once it's full, unlimited mode can be activated by pressing left trigger. And since we have the obliterator gauge, that will normally be always full. So we won't have to go through the process of filling it up like this. Though shooting does come in handy for filling it up very quickly, as you can tell. Lako's head just keeps bobbing. He's not very amused by our shots. In unlimited mode, Asura's strength is increased, and he cannot overheat. And then you can just spam heavy attacks over and over again.
Now let's take your skills and put them.
Inflicting damage upon enemies increases the burst gauge. Once it's full, burst can be activated by pressing right trigger and unleashing a devastating attack, followed by a usually awesome cutscene. So we'll fill that up really quick. Just beat up our master for a bit longer. And burst. Pressing Y at the exact moment of impact increases your synchronic rate with Asura. Achieving a high enough synchronic rate and get achievements, I guess. Who's the master now? Somehow that one didn't register. Oh well, no matter.
You learn fast. Here's your reward. That'll be all for today.
is your name? Asura.
I feel another flashback coming on. Time to gather more memories. But first, commercial break. Go ahead and get a drink or whatever, but come back soon, because commercial break's over.
Destroy him! Asura the traitor! Destruction!
I should note that 12,000 years have now passed, so that's why Asura doesn't really... Well, I don't know. Probably dying and everything is pretty bad on your memory. Yeah, either way, it's been 12,000 years since we went through this last time. You little peasants, you cannot damage me. In all the boss fights, the boss doesn't have a health bar. Our main goal is just to fill that burst gauge. That's pretty much like an auto win when that happens. And having the unlimited gauge full like this will speed up some of the longer combat sequences. I'm not amused by your whatever weapon that is. Might as well be a toy. Almost there now. Unlimited gauge for you. And, oh, so, yeah, there we go. Bring on the fatty. I have some fists for his face.
Strada has been killed! Not General Asura! Treason! The Emperor! Traitor! General Asura has gone mad! Insurrection! Treachery! Traitor! Shut up!
Pretty cool art style here.
The traitor Asura has been defeated!
Oh wait, I remember. That was real fucked up.
Deus said he would save the world. Are you satisfied with being a cog in his machine? Or you could just curl up and die right here.
Shut up.
Oh, what's the matter? Have I angered you?
Not you.
Not me?
They're crying.
Crying? In Naraka? There is nothing to hear but the sound of my voice.
What the?
Your world, Gaia. 12,000 years have passed since you were here last. But that's nothing to a demigod like yourself, now is it?
Is this how you save the world? This place looks like hell.
And now Asura's eyes are no longer red, just full white. And thus concludes Chapter 3. SSA. Yeah, I guess because I screwed up that last... I think it's synchronic, that's how I'll say it. Yeah, I got an A because I messed up that last button prompt somehow. Even though I did hit Y. I like this art too. We can hide the display to check it out, even though those buttons are still down there. A barren land somewhere on Gaia. The Golden Spider says, "What do you think? It's become a tad desolate since you were here last. I can hear thunder in the distance. Can you see the lightning? It is as red as blood." So you remember? Yes, the threat of the Goma still remains, even now. Curious as to what your former comrades have been doing? Over there. Have a look. Once again, pretty cool art. They let the Goma. Not quite. This was the work of your own race, the demigods. What? They now have control over the world and do as they please. That can't be. A lot can change in 12,000 years. If you don't believe me, why don't you go see for yourself? Shut up! There's that famous Asura anchor. Well then, this world shall be your playground.
After a long slumber, Asura awakens on Gaia. 12,000 years have passed. The world he knew was no more, yet nothing had changed. The struggle between the humans and the Goma continued to rage. As Asura witnesses the Goma attack a village, a familiar face appears.
A familiar face full of fat.